What's going on, everyone? I'm Nicole Shearin, joined by the one and only Timmy Hall. You can catch him on Common Man and Timmy 3 to 6, Monday through Friday.
Where is Common Man?
I don't know.
Why am I here?
He's off today. Because I want to talk some sports with you, Timmy.
I see. B team. Loud and clear.
You're the
Got
A-team.
it, Nicole.
Timmy Hall is the A-team in my heart. All right, I want to talk Buckeyes, obviously. This waiting game between now and the college football playoff, I feel like has been the longest weeks of my life. But I want to ask you, there has been some talk that fans, whoever it is, feel a little nervous about this first matchup. And the confidence in Ohio State, oh yeah, they're going to win. I don't know if it's fully there right now for some people. How do you feel?
You know, it's interesting you bring that up. I don't necessarily, if we take a look at Miami and we take a look at Texas A&M, on the surface, I've had lots of criticisms about both of these teams all year. Miami goes back years. Miami, there's just been this thing where they make a big, either it's a splash hire or it's bringing in a guy like Carson Beck and just paying him an absolute bag, and that's even in today's NIL standards. We always try to make them back. They get that win against Notre Dame, but then they have a couple ugly losses along the way, and we're not even sure if they were going to be here, though I do think they should have made it over Notre Dame head-to-head because they had that win. But A&M has got a defense. They gave up, 40-plus points to Arkansas. They had to survive against South Carolina. Neither of them, at face value, scare me for one game, but I'm also not just thinking in terms of that first game. It's just sort of like, can Ohio State repeat? Because we were so good all year, sealed the deal against Michigan with a 12-0 season. Obviously, we are where we are. We didn't win that game against Indiana, so I think that's where the nerves start to creep in because I'm with you.
Yeah.
I share them a little bit. I think a lot of it is just waiting so long for that first game, but that doesn't mean it has to go the way it went for Oregon last year. We can't pigeonhole ourselves like that.
Or, I mean, I think about, as everybody knows by now, I went to Georgia. I think about Georgia's game last year, that waiting game, and then they don't decide to show up that day. But I don't think Ohio State is going to have an issue with that. I think more, and I have said this, I'm glad they lost the Big Ten championship because I think the fuel to the fire has happened. It's lit a fire. They're going to be ready to go up against either Miami or Texas A&M. And I'm not nervous with either team. I mean, I think you have a Miami team with a quarterback like Carson Beck, who I think has thrown 10 interceptions on the year. A guy like Marcel Reed.
But both these guys will drive it down the field.
And
They're going to go after Igbinosun. They're going to take their shots.
They are. But I do want to stand here and say this is not a gimme for Ohio State. I feel like there are some people who are saying, oh, back-to-back, here we go. None of the rest of these games are gimmies. And the Buckeyes know that. Ryan Day knows that. Every guy on this coaching staff, the players know that. So they're going to have to play their best football. But if last year told us anything, this is when the Buckeyes peak.
And look, I was on record saying, because of everything that they've done, and when you have a successful program, your coaches are going to be hot commodities. And on the show, we talked about it. I said it. I was not worried about Brian Hartline navigating both things, getting a job at South Florida. I also wasn't quite sure what that was going to look like. Are you going to go there for an entire week and then come back? But when you lose your one and only game that you've had, and of course it's a big game, it's against the number 2 team in the country, now the number 1 team in the country. I can't deny I'm a little concerned about how this looks. Ultimately, this falls on Ryan Day's shoulders. He has to decide for himself, for the rest of the program, how much he's got to oversee when it comes to Hartline.
All right, real quick, Tim, I'm curious. Obviously, Miami, Texas A&M play on Friday. Who you got winning that game, and who do you think the Buckeyes face in the Cotton Bowl?
I can't go against the home teams. Can you, Nicole? Like the way that we've seen, the way that we saw last year go, this is one of the most incredible parts about college football playoff expansion. The fact that we finally get meaningful home games in late December. It's part of a playoff that leads to a national championship. It's awesome. I think A&M, for that matter, will have enough to edge out Miami in this
I agree. I think it's going to be the Aggies. You've got, obviously, a great head coach in Mike Elko, Marcel Reed under center. Aggies have been hot this year. Yes, they lost one game. It was to the Texas Longhorns, which that's all the drama in itself about them not being in the playoffs. But this is a good A&M team, and I think, like you said, the home field advantage. Kyle Field, the 12th man, that is like the home of home field advantages. So Miami's got it tough for them. But yeah, we're going to find out on Friday. It should be interesting.
Hey, before we go, this has been buzzing on our station like all week. What Christmas movies has Nicole Shearin checked off the list so far this holiday season?
This holiday season?
Yeah. What have you gotten in the bag
every
already?
year I watch Elf. I haven't watched it yet because I'm waiting to watch it with my parents.
Do you have is it like a Christmas Eve watch for Elf? Like, is it a
Christmas Eve? Recently, I just watched Jingle Bell Heist, the Netflix one.
Oh, no. What is this, like some new thing?
Yeah, I watched the new Christmas movies, and they're not great. I also watched one called Champagne Problems. Don't recommend.
Nicole,
it's not good.
These are all like made up.
They're new Netflix movies.
I can sit here and say I watched the Buffalo Bills Christmas movie on Hallmark.
As you
and
should.
I did. I watched the Chiefs one last year, but I'm talking about Christmas Vacation. I'm talking
That's
about
great.
Home Alone 1,
Have you seen
Home Alone 2, 4 Christmases, all these good
I've already
ones.
seen all of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to watch them again. You watch them every year.
I know, but I'm waiting for my parents to get here.
There's only so much time. You already
They're
have
here
Elf.
on Saturday.
You're going to watch Elf. You can't watch 9 movies in one night. You got to get started, Nicole.
Watch me try. All right. Well, Tim, thanks for... Thanks. This has been great.
Just a real nice surprise.
He's Timmy Hall. I'm Nicole Shearin. Like always, you can catch all things Buckeyes on 10 TV, 10 TV Plus, and 97.1 The Fan. Like I said, you can hear him on Common Man and Timmy 3 to 6 Monday through Friday, and you can hear me right here on 10 TV. So we'll see y'all later.
What do you do with your hands?
Do the wave.
Dom wave.